Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So glad to see you. Well, first of all, I changed the camera angle so you couldn't see. Oh man, I messed that up. Now you still, I didn't mow, so it's still back there. Yeah. Uh, what else? I was gonna tell you something else. I got distracted by the lawnmower. Oh, the lighting. I was trying to get this perfect lighting, and I was like, yeah, there it is. And it's moving through these tall arborvitae, whatever. So, yeah, darn it. Oh man, I missed this window, and it was because I was monkeying around. I had accidentally turned off my volume, so a lot of technicals. Let's just not. You know what? Let's just not with that, okay? Do you like it when people say that? Let's just not with that. Oh, that always hurt when people say it. Oh. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I'm Trip. This is Real Nature Trip, doing some tarot. And before I forget, I need to tell you I love you. And if that makes you run away, that's okay. You know, you're figuring some stuff out. But if you understand where I'm coming from, you are so welcome here. Even if you don't, maybe stick around and maybe you'll feel it. You'll feel welcome. But I love you. I accept you. And before I started the video, like an hour ago, I was just ruminating on every life. Every life has the exact same value. Every life has the exact same value. It was just going in my head, and I was not just thinking humans. I'm thinking the fishes in the deep blue sea and the things that fly above me and the ones that squirm and crawl. And yeah, they just all have the same value. Every life, every life experience. So, yeah, man, it's really hitting me. It's really hitting me. So I hope your experience is going okay. I hope that, those ups and downs, that I hope they were a thrill, and I hope you learned something from the ups and the downs. Oh, I mean, we already know you learned something from the downs, but maybe there's something to learn from the ups, you know? I've had a few ups. Whoops. I've had a few whoops. All right. Let's get serious. I bet my tongue just right there. Have you found out you're biting your tongue a lot lately? No, listen. I've been meaning to ask. So sleep. How have you been sleeping? Has the pattern changed? For the last week or so, I've been doing this weird 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock wake up. And then I'm suddenly exhausted in the middle of the day. And because of my schedule, I get to take a nap. But yeah, last week I almost slept through practice on one. I thought I had an alarm set and everything. I made it. I made it in time, but I was scared. So, and then I don't know. And this could all be spring. This could all be heat, but I'm getting like randomly itchy too. I mean, I don't know. I could have bed bugs. I don't. I don't know. But like, I'll just be sitting around and my ear itches, and then my, whatever, my eye itches, like a piece on my wrist itches. But I also have been digging around in the garden. But I'm just throwing it out there to see if, these are some common things going on, symptoms, ascension symptoms, as some people say. Yeah. But pain, like any pain I've had, has been kind of clearing up. Oh, not because of this, but I'll tell you in a little bit. Okay, Spirit, use us how you want. Get the messages however it's supposed to work. However. I accept it all. I accept my role in this. It's a fun role. Thank you for letting me do this. This is so great. This is so great. All right. Oh man. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what? I either have to stick to the script or do something totally different, because yesterday felt funky and I don't know why. I got done with it and I was like, did I even say anything? Like, what happened? And I've been reassured that all is well and things coming through. There is meaning to be had for some, but yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you my cool thing. Remember yesterday, if on the previous episode, previously on Real Nature Trip, I was, okay, hold on. So, man, I'm just forgetting and forgetting. Usually I have my quart of water, but a quart jar of water, but my water today is tea that I made from like the crushed up powdered rootlets, the little hairs of the roots. So yeah, I'm drinking that. It tastes like drinking a potato. Yesterday was less tart. Today I put more in, so now it's got to finish like I ate a piece of grass or something. So I'm having my mom drink some of that tea. And then I actually bought vodka yesterday. So for those of you who know or don't know, I'm approaching 3 years of not drinking. And so it was really weird. And the person like walked, they had to come and open it and then take it out of the case. And then they walked it to the cashier. And I was like, okay, some things have changed. Yeah. But, so then I actually made, or I chopped up my sun-dried roots and ground them up as fairly fine. You can see there's plenty of fiber in there. And yeah, so cool, dark place for a couple months. Yeah, in the meantime, we'll make some teas while we wait and see if that's helpful to anyone. Man, if you're interested in this teasel thing, if you've got pain or something, look it up. And like they keep talking about Lyme disease and liver cleansing and whatever, and I'm like, why are we not just eating it every day then? Why where'd this come from? All right, Spirit, we are ready. It's oh my gosh, 7-Eleven on the clock as we're saying it. Go get a Slurpee, come back, put this on pause. Just kidding, it's too much sugar. All right, hindsight, insight, foresight. Hindsight, Ace of Wands. Oh, what are we talking about? I just feel like laying all three out. Insight, the Nine of Pentacles. So past energy, Ace of Wands energy, Nine of Pentacles, the now energy, man, you're coming into something, and the future energy, Page of Cups. Man, well, it's just telling me the adventure, but it's like saying, hey, now, oh boy, the wind is picking up. See, I think when I get on track, the wind picks up. Okay, speaking of the wind, look at that. That wind is bringing in this fire. This is just telling me the past adventure. You know, like, hey, look, you were set on this adventure. This could be the destiny card. You know, this could be the Wheel of Fortune. This could be the, I don't know, whatever else is showing destiny. Like, yes, you've been sent. This wand feels like you, and this hand is like sending you out there into the wild, and you have survived the wild. So, and it's now like, yes, you're figuring it out for yourself. You've come into your own, and now you're ready for the new adventure. The new adventure. That's easy. That's easy. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about all this. This is why I go by the book, because I feel like this is what these cards are telling me all the time now. That you've been through this wild roller coaster. You're figuring things out. You're finding yourself, and you're in some stage of like that gelling, you know, like the resting, like when you take meat out of the oven. Oh, hello, Robin. You came to watch. Came to listen? Come on, come closer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's just 17 feet away and looking right at me. You're beautiful. We're gonna take a little Robin break. Hi. Your life is exactly the same value as my life. I see God in your eyes. All right, all right, all right, all right. Whoa! Look at that wind. I am in a different world. This is great. This is great. The wind's just confirming that I was supposed to stop and talk to that robin for a little bit. But yeah, um, and that this new adventure's coming, and for the ones I'm talking to, for my stop. My sheep friend is texting right now. 2 texts. Get off of there. He's distracting me with his sheep. And that you're like ready for this next fruitful thing. So this is confirming that. So what I like about this deck though, or this spread, is it kind of forces me out of those corners, but the message just keeps coming. Like, understand that your life is exact for the reason it is. You're getting the exact experience you're supposed to get to make us all more complete, to make us expand our horizons. I don't even know at this point, but you're doing it. You're there. You're 100% perfect. And read after read, it's telling the same thing, maybe slightly different ways. And so if I go by the spread here, it kind of gives a little more interesting. There's like a more personal thing and whatever. And the next thing we're talking about here is the desire. And the desire is like this choice, this change in direction. And if you've been watching this channel, it's so important. It's such a channel. If you've been watching here, if you've been hanging out at my house, then you know that like the only choice is the one that's really glowing, right? And that's the desire. Like, oh, okay, what I didn't feel yesterday, I am feeling today. And yeah, the desire is that closer relationship. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am overwhelmed. But let's see the challenge getting in the way of this choice, this relationship, yeah, door number awesome. The challenge, temperance as a challenge. Temperance as a challenge. So, oh man, I know that in the way I've chosen this particular cup of my own on this 7 of Cups choice, that the awareness of that beautiful choice came through turmoil, came through a tower moment, came through a breakdown. And temperance is more of that peaceful time, which we're all moving toward, desiring peace. And I didn't have it on the inside, and there's definitely not a lot of it on the outside if you're looking the wrong way, especially. But I don't want to say temperance and complacence or like comfort, but maybe it's saying comfort zone. But I've got to read about temperance because I turned right to it. So the honing of skills and ability to hold to oppositional truths equally. Oh, that's what it's saying. So we're getting hung up sometimes on like, well, it's hard for me to give a good example, but like let me just use my neighbors as one example. We're gonna talk real quiet right here. Um, sorry if you can see up my nose or something. Um, I gave them a Christmas slash welcome to the neighborhood gift to the husband, who looked at me suspiciously at the door for 3 minutes. It was really super awkward. Never smiled, never nothing. I almost wanted to just take my stuff back, like stuff I made. I baked bread, I made almond roca, and then I gave a kaleidoscope and a little note in there. Super, super like unneighborly rude, like woof, without being an a-hole, like straight up like aggressive or anything. And then that was Christmas, and this is May, and I have not heard anything from them, period. Not from the wife, not from the husband, not anything, not a thank you, not a here's your tin back. Not that I need it, but I'm like, whew. And so for me, I'm like, doing the mind thing and telling myself stories and whatever and da da da. But also, like, yesterday, I was like, put your money where your mouth is, Trip, and see God in their face, right? When I don't see their faces though, but in the faces I make up in my head, like, see God in there and like play it for real. And why are you ruminating on this? And I worked it back. I did the alchemy, and I was like, man, you're hurt just like a little kindergartner on Valentine's Day. That, it's probably not a thing anymore, but back in the day, if you're anywhere near my age, you had to do Valentine's Day cards, and there was a time where you were able to skip kids. And man, I kind of felt the same. And so I, and that gave me the pullback, like, oh my gosh, isn't this adorable, this little human thing? And then I was like, I could see the escalation of beauty, disharmony, if I kept going on my story, because I would have treated them a certain way, and that boom 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 could have gotten real ugly. But it totally softened my heart. But I was like, the paradox for me there was like, they are, I'm saying I love them. I'm saying heart to heart, I love them. Yet then I'm like looking at them like, you motherfucker, like, why would you do that? So to me, that's not exactly a paradox, but and part of getting over it was accepting that I was hurt, and accepting that I am human, and this is one of the emotions I get to feel. And then as I've been talking, about this feeling those emotions. Well, this one was mine. There was no doubt about it. It was mine. But I treated that emotion and the way I felt about it, the whole package, the way I would treat yours. And I just to accept it, hug it, let it know, like, it's okay, you're loved, like everything, whatever. And I did it for myself, and I was like, that is the ticket. That is the ticket. So the challenge is, there's like maybe fairness, like, oh, that's not fair, but it also is what's going to be. It's necessary or something like that, like, I don't know. So the solution, let's just skip to the good part. Sorry, that was a lot of talking. The solution, lovers. See, and I feel like this is talking about the heart to heart is where you're going to focus. You're going to focus on the heart and their heart. And yeah, maybe this one is just for me. See, the wind. There's a little dust in the wind. Okay, here it is. Let's get back on track. So this is you, them, and then the two of you together. So you, 6 of Swords. So your journey has has, like, from the beginning, like, here you had this gift of a roller coaster you were given, and now you're getting to a place where you're finding peace in this whole thing. You're moving, you know, feminine, masculine, inner child to a place from rougher waters to more peaceful waters. That can be the waters within. Doesn't mean outside's gonna change. It's within. Oh, confirmation stuffiness. So I should drink. This is the one thing I can't slurp this like I did water. Gotta stir it. There's some fiber. Today's got more kick. Okay, so it's back to you. Oh no, I just killed God. That was accidental. Them, the sun. Man, we talked about you and somebody, like, really that have, you know, found themselves and come into themselves and forming a partnership, and the two of you together. 10 of Wands. I like it. Well, I'm seeing laying down the burden. Like, this is who, you know, both of you are still carrying burdens, whatever, and this partnership, this relationship is like kind of, you know, just helps you see, like, oh gosh, yeah. And it, you know, maybe they've figured out 7 of the 10 things that, like, make this life just click, and they figure out the meaning, you know, like, whatever it is, you know, like, they've got 7 of the 10 and you've got 7 of the 10, and then some of yours overlap but some of them don't, and you're picking up some tricks. You guys are picking up on some tricks of each other. Like, I've picked up tricks from you guys, and one of them is just in my language, where I would like to say help. You know, like, I've been a coach for a long time. I'm happy to help. I've been supposed to be a helpful person, whatever. And someone early in this journey said, try the word support. And I exactly knew what they meant. And that's exactly what I meant. But I was using the word help. And so, but that word support, but then changes how I think about it, you know, by using that word. And that is one of the tricks I've learned from you guys. And another one was the word discernment. And where, like, you know, we'll talk about this stuff here, whatever, and we'll say, yeah, you're gonna, you know, meet this sun person, or you're dealing with this sun person, and not, that was a terrible example, but, you know, you get to decide. And in fact, that is where all the power lies, in, at least in this, the way we interact in the world. I think your power to, like, get it, you know, like, there's a energetic flow of whatever, but, and that can work on our hearts and minds, but when we're operating in this world, it comes down to, we make a decision and carry out that decision. And why am I talking about that decision? Oh, discernment. That, like, that is the physical manifestation of what we're doing here, is making those choices, and or at least to the doing part, and the saying, you know, the outward part, and that's where the choice is the PowerPoint. Yeah. Ooh, there was a lot to be said right there. Holy cow, this could be long. I don't think it's gonna be long because we're down to the last 3 cards. The situation. So the Hanged Man. Okay. The situation is Hanged Man. This is a pause. Listen, I want to read the Hanged Man. I like to say a thoughtful pause. Like, he's in no rush, he's in no worries. And maybe that's, you're starting to finally feel that no, like, I'm like trusting what's gonna happen, really. So interesting. Well, let's read the Hanged Man, because where are you? There you are. Deep contemplation and pause leading to a new way. of understanding the world and all things in it. Watchfulness, offering, mystic, occultism, prophecy. So you might have, like on those one word things that I was yelling out at the end, you might have felt one of those jolt you. But a new way of understanding the world. Well, yeah, that's what we've been doing. That's that one's obvious. I mean, at least in my crowd here, that's obvious. And the do, this is telling me face it. You know, like face everything, reinvestigate all these things that you not, you know, like go over them all, you know, whatever, re-mill them up, but like if there are things that you've held yourself down with, yeah, it's time to, like, you know, stir them up, get them out. So like yesterday, and actually I think it'll happen on its own. Yesterday, the boohoo feelings that I felt about, you know, those people over there, totally, I mean, that's totally one of these guys I was putting in there, maybe like 3, and I had to work it out. I had to do the situation. So it's just telling me keep doing your alchemization. Yeah. And don't do, okay, yeah, don't hold on to it. This happens, this wake up happens when you hold on to it. Like, not the wake up, but the wake up in the middle of the night sweating, like can't think about anything else. That's what happens when you hold on to it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Deal with those swords. Face them. Take the blindfold off, face them. Yeah, because you've done it. You've done it before. This is an old story. You know this. You know this. You know we've been there. We've done that, and it did us good. It did us some good. But we don't need it anymore. Man, I tell you what though, I do love you. Let me say it one more time before we go. And the other thing is this read felt the polar opposite of yesterday to me, because this one felt like I was a part of it. I was in it. It was talking just as much to me. And yesterday, like, I felt like I wasn't a part of it. And so if you can feel a difference, that's cool. And if you can't, that's even cooler actually, because that just tells me spirit really is doing the way whatever. So yeah, anyway, I love you and goodbye and see you later.